Hello everyone. My mic is there. Hello everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Tuesday. I was not trying to say it properly there. So we are switching from Necrons and we are going to Daughters of Cain. We have got the lovely Shadow Queen here. She's a 2-part model, but she's big. She'd be big, so we're going to be working on her today. Hello Soul, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. I will just say for those who are now joining, if I seem a little bit quiet, I did get my rabbit's ashes back this afternoon. So I'm feeling okay. I had a little, should we say, let off steam. So I was having a hurrying if I wanted to actually stream tonight, but here I am. I decided to. And I thought, why not go back to my first army that I have neglected. Watching some Gamescom. Oh, some Gamescom! Is that telling you about, like, sort of like new, I'm like, lost, telling you what kind of games are now coming out? And I've just realised I forgot to get my Daughters of Cain book. So I haven't actually played Daughters of Cain for well over a year. But down in the bottom corner, you can kind of see what the model should look like. Let me just expand it so you can see. So this, I can just put her in very similar pose. Well, I can just remove her, to be fair. That is what the Shadow Queen will look like according to Games Workshop. So let's put her back. So if you're going, there's a ginormous snake lady, leave her there. I'll leave her there. So I think I've got to do a little bit of like touch up with some green stuff at the back. It's got lots of details, so that is how that is meant to be. Illustrated Games, they showed it teaser for season 2 and more. Oh really? Oh, I forgot. I think I did see someone say that they the little trailer for season 2 was coming out. That must have been what they meant for. I can't remember who or where or how I acquired this information. So yeah, so that's quite cool. Anything else that sort of like takes your fancy on that? So, because she was one of my biggest models, I've had her for what, 2 years? She has struck down, which I'm like, okay. So in other, I've got only a select few. So when you are playing, I haven't even played her for like well over a year. So you have this little creature here. He's actually Marathi in beautiful human. Actually, gonna probably can't in beautiful human form, but she actually is this size. So you can always, so when you're playing AoS or Daughters of Cain, DoK, you have to have both on the table at the same time. And what is really great is, I'm presuming it's still the same, I don't know. She can only take so many attacks each game. So is it like 5 or something? I have not looked at the rules for well over a year. I forgot to bring my book up. So then she would die, and then you've got little Marathi on the table. So one can't die without the other. So if you are firing all your willpower into this little thing, nope, she do die. Which is actually quite nice. What else did I bring? So I brought in a couple. So he's come off his base. This is Avatar of Cain. So he usually goes on the shrine. I think I've shown him off before. He goes on the shrine, or you can have them as separate figures. So I've kept him separate, but he's come off his base, so that I can switch the shrine around. And this is one of my other favourite ones I've done. Is apart from, you can see like her snakes are all coming off. So this is literally called Medusa. And then this is a headless, one of the many I've got. I brought her in to keep the sort of colour scheme going, which I can barely remember. Yo Joey, welcome in! Welcome in. Hope you are well. And then here is a little witch elf. So they have quite a similar sort of colour scheme. Which I'm going to... Oh, there's a hair on it. I have got some stuff to stick on the bases. So they're kind of more like colour scheme. I think I did write them down somewhere how to do them, but I just want to get started on them. Do you colour your fig any colours, or are you following design? Sometimes I follow design. So this one, so she's as you might see, that she's quite purpley, and I really liked sort of like the purple design. But it's nice that you can kind of do whatever ones that you actually want. So you can, there's no harm in doing them completely like pink, I don't know, green. So I tend to sort of, I suppose, almost keep to box. My Necrons are very much, as they call, box. So the design the Games Workshop do. Then I've just kind of followed my own. But I did try and dry brush. Oh, you can see a little bit on her butt there. Dry brush some gold on it to give it more like a scale effect. So these aren't even finished yet, which is delightful. So it's quite nice. You do have free reign of however you like to paint them. Sometimes he is all gold, but I've seen blue and gold, silver. I really liked the contrast of the green. So for each, so I'm doing the same like with my Necrons. I'm running on the, I'm looking here because I've still got, what can I compare it to? So like the scarabs, unfinished scarabs, so they will have the green in the middle. So I'm trying to sort of like link the whole army's got the same colour scheme, if that makes sense. But you have free reign. You could literally spray paint her in gold, shove a couple of light layers on, because I think it's got to have at least 3 different colours per figure to go on the table. Done. You could keep it really easy, which is quite nice. Them hips don't lie. Them hips don't lie. And I'm like, oh my god, crazy, you stuck this all down. This is going to be absolutely delightful. Now I don't know what to do first, because she has got, where this bit didn't join, I have got my green stuff out, but, and again in her tail, I remember building her. She's very expensive, because you get the 2, and they are currently £100. I think I paid like 95. And then she's crushing some poor soul there. There's loads of skulls. I have actually magnetized the base. It's very thick because it's very thin, so I've had to like pad it out. But because she's too big to stand in a box, she's got to lie down. But there's so much detail, like in the fire. So everything is going to be like I've done. I'm trying to think of, I should have really got my notebook in. Like, so I've given them a like. That's going to struggle to know what to focus on. A textured base. As you can kind of see, it's a bit. I don't think she's going to. Or like how I've tried to look as if it's been slithering through the dirt. So these are like my first models that I actually painted, and they're not finished. But I've tried to get it look earthy. I have actually, that might look nice as I've got tufts which aren't in there. Brown tufts. What size base is that? Huge. I don't have a tape measure and I don't remember what base size she is, but I'm sure I can Google it. Shadow Queen base size. I think one of the biggest that they do. I'm sure there is a way that I can tell. I don't currently have a tape measure. It's migrated to downstairs. Warhampedia. There we go. Warhampedia. Base size is 100 mil. So that's 10 centimeters. Unit can be taken in Murphy Cane's regiment. Ah, is this up to date? Oh, let's see. On a D3, roll a D3 on a 2+, inflict an amount of mortal damage on target equal to the roll. Ooh. If any models are slain by this ability for the rest of the turn, add 1 to attacks, characteristics, and melee weapons, and used by friendly Canary and Melusai units. Melusai are, I can't remember if they are, but my Medusa is. Canary are my little flying units. I don't think that, no, not Melusai. Probably even 12. There we go, you cannot allocate more than 3 damage points to this unit each turn. So you can only do 3 damage points to this unit, and that links with Because if one dies, the other one has to come off the table. And she, what's her wounds? She has 12. 12. I saw 12-inch move. 12. So you can only kill her by the end of 4/round 5. Very nice. So it's sort of, I haven't played her for well over a year. My phone's on. Oh, I see. Everyone is now gonna. Oh, that was the message saying, "Have you seen the trailer?" So I'm guessing that's one. I'm now gonna get everyone going. Have you seen the trailer? I said I haven't. I forgot it was on until then. So I'm not quite sure where to start. Really, where should we start? Okay, I was just curious. She's so strong. So she takes 3, and if I remember correctly, because she can't die, I think you can. Is it that you used to allocate it? Is that the truth? I can't remember, so this is good for me as well. Rafi, Kane. Hold on. Zooming it means wall scroll. What happened? To be fair, I could literally just look at my phone. That would tell me. So the little one has got 6. She's on a 40 mil base. If a friendly Shadow Queen is destroyed, this automatically gets destroyed. Each time a damage point relocates the unit instead. Yes, it is instead allocated to the Shadow Queen. So the Shadow Queen can only take 3. There we go. I can't remember, you see, so I'm looking it up. Yeah, so she basically, you can't get rid of these 2 until maybe round 4/5, and there's only 5 rounds. Yo, Lots, welcome in. I just can't stop admiring her. I hope you are well. I hope you're well. But no, I have not seen it. I didn't know it was. I forgot it was on. I kind of feel like I want to start with the snake hair. Also, I want to fill her in, but maybe I'll do it off camera. I don't know. Where should we start? Because she's so beautiful. She's been. My other daughters are just going to be neglected. That sounds wrong, isn't it? Could do a little bit of filling, and then we'll do this. So I've got my army painter. She takes up so much room. She is now. My Doomsday arc is long, but after my Scorch Beast Queen, I was like Shadow Queen. No, she is my biggest model. Well, I suppose I do have a Necron. Oh god, monolith that I have acquired. I make my chippers. Ooh, we're gonna be around and drink coffee and do hobby stuff. Oh, that's fun. Oh, what else did you have for tea? Did you have a chippy tea? I made some soup. Bless, my sister phoned me and was like, "How are you doing after today?" I was like, "I'm having soup." She's like, "Oh, you need comfort food." She's like, "You need to go and get Chinese or something." I was like, well, technically I had a pizza thing because I made, I'm just rolling it together, naan bread. What day did I make naan bread? I don't remember. Saturday? I didn't eat it all. Yeah, it was Saturday. So I made it into like a little pizza. That tonight, yes, so tonight I had some soup with homegrown runner beans, my dad's samphire, carrot and tin potatoes because I didn't have any potatoes, and I was like, that'll do, and I want it chunky, and then I finished off some like little nacho things. Good folks, working hard. Working hard! It sounds like you've been working hard, not gonna lie, it sounds it. Thank you. I got Winnie back today. So bear with me if I'm not like 100% with it. You know, really weird. So the woman, the receptionist, she phoned me yesterday going, got the ashes here, but I tell you what, because I'm not going to dox where I live, but there's 3 vets, all of the same. So within 40 minutes, there are 3 vets where I am. Then there's like a sister vet. To be fair, it's more like half an hour right at the moment. about half an hour away, I think. And then the big emergency one, which is like 40 minutes away. So she's like, well, I'm coming to the one nearest to you today. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Went and picked him up. My mum came in with me because she's like, bless her. I think she feels a little bit guilty because she wasn't there for me when I had to make that horrible decision. But I was like, Mum, I don't blame you at all. She wasn't here. So anyway, the woman handed me his little crate back and gave me a little bag, and he was in there, his ashes. And then she just goes, we lost him, didn't we? And I'm like, just sort of looks at me, and I'm like trying to hold it together at this point, looking down at the ashes. I was like, I look back at Mum like, yeah, on Friday the 8th, and Mum was like, what? And I would just said to my dad, he waited in the car. He was like, oh, maybe he meant, you know, it's a term of endearment, you know, oh, I lost Dad, I don't know, car keys, you know, that kind of thing. I was like, no, it was like she went, I felt like, oh no, he's in the bloody oh, you got out the carrier, is he? It's a bit like shit. She's a very sweet little lady. Okay, thanks, I'm working hard. Wait, with that. Going to have some. Oh, you having ribs? I haven't had ribs in ages. I was never fond of ribs. The only ribs, to be fair, that I've ever eaten are the Tesco's boxed ones, if you know what I mean. If you shop at Tesco's. You do no expectation to say it, but it's always nice to see you streaming. Thank you! That's why I thought I'll stream. I was like, whatever. My sister was like, yeah, stream. I was like, yeah, fine. Oh, I thought either way, I'm going to end up doing this tonight anyway. Comfort food is winning. Wait, what is comfort food though? Homegrown veg is best. Why comfort food? It's going to sound really weird, but I don't think I really have one. But I know, like, what I have is, it's not quite a comfort food, but like, so when I was going through a really, I'm still not quite put out because I'm still fucking waiting, when the ex ran off to be with another woman, and it spiraled my health down, I used to like phone my dad, and we had this little thing, where it's a code word, hot chocolate. All I needed to do was phone, and I'd say hot chocolate. He just knew instantly to come and rescue me. So that's a kind of, I suppose, what it is. I've actually had quite a lot of hot chocolates this last week. I don't know, despite the weather being hot. Also because I was not been really with it, and I bought milk the day after I bought milk. Because I forgot I'd bought milk. So I had lots of milk to use up. Because it had all like... We're all going to run out at the same time. So that's kind of like the comfort thing. So, because I picked the parents up and then they came with me to the vet, and then I went back to theirs, and then we had a hot chocolate. I know, right? She just went, we lost him, didn't we? It's like like my mum said, she was like, you know, while we're there, I just walk in, my rabbit's ashes. They know exactly who that is. They know exactly. Brings a carrier, brings him through. It was like, yeah. And then they hit you with your final bill. I knew what was coming. I was like, I don't want to know how much this bill is. But this way, it's actually what I've spent on winning the last week on its builds. It's less than what I'm going to spend on new furniture from IKEA. Actually, no, it's more. I mean, it's more. So I'm going to spend less on furniture from IKEA. Absolutely mad. I was a bit like, well, I know. You know, I can't just Nutella. Ooh, Nutella sandwiches. Nice. Is that really weird? I don't actually have I haven't got a comfort food that I will go to. So sweet. Is that hot chocolate is our thing? It is like, so we had a couple of like biscuits and things. I was like, should we go to because the garden centre nearby usually does like really nice cakes. I was like, I could literally take Winston into the garden centre and carry him around. I would like to point out Winston has been cremated before anyone jumps on the band and going, you're going to carry a dead rabbit in. I said, no, he is downstairs. He is downstairs. So I have got his crate still there, with his little nest box. His crate is emptied out of his bedding and stuff, but I've popped him in his nest in his crate. So yeah, what is everyone else's comfort food? The other one sounds great. I don't really have one. You know, where I just think, oh, I'm feeling, you know, you want that little comfort, what, like, pick me up. I suppose you could just say it is literally hot chocolate. And I've had quite a, like, one every night this week, basically. I haven't now because my milk is, like, it will do me for tomorrow, I'm hoping. Because there's the 18th on it. Talk it up now. Oh, this is really hard to try and fill this in. With some IKEA. If you get stuck for spares, I've got something to do my... Oh, that's handy. Fit wardrobe and stuff out. I have decided, right, this is it, we're talking about IKEA. I've got the app, and I found a really nice matching, because I want matchy. And, bearing in mind, I haven't bought furniture since I was at uni. It would have been when I moved to a private flat, because I didn't go into shared accommodation, 2013. So, as you can imagine, it's old. It was mainly all like a charity, or my sofas were really cheap because they were ex-display. Nothing wrong with that at all. We all like a bargain. But then the units don't fit because my fireplace is not centre of the room. So the unit I found on IKEA would work lovely. TV goes to the right side, display unit on the left, display for Warhammer and Fallout stuff. Now, if it was the other way around, if I had my TV left side and not the right side, it would fit, but that's not where the TV goes. So now I'm going to get the, I'm looking at getting the Billy bookcase, because... But then, they don't do what I want in the same colour, so then you have to go in, like, you have to then buy the doors. So if I want it in black, well no, we don't do that. You have to buy the unit and then buy the doors, whatever doors you want, which obviously costs more money. Which makes no sense. I've got these potatoes. Oh, sorry, potato. That took me a second there to work out what potato faces are. They're smiley ones, mushy little potato faces. Shows I haven't had them, and oh my god, I used to love like turkey dinosaurs, right? Mashed peas and fish fingers with ketchup. Used to eat it when I was a kid. Makes me happy. Oh, it's like proper like comfort food, isn't it? That is actually quite nice. I'm really hesitant when that song started because usually this one it doesn't play. You get colour doors for the 400 deep, 600 deep wardrobe type units and the kitchen units and stuff. I love that in fact you can like literally mix them up. Oh my god, she's that big, she's literally attacking the camera right now. So like I like the Billy display cabinet. But now I'm like, this isn't gonna happen for a little while now because as I said, this last final build of Winnie literally, it would have to, because I can't now buy, if you know what I mean by like IKEA, the 4 display cabinet bookcase. I got a 4-door one won't fit, so I have to buy a 2-door, a 3-door, and then like they do like a black floating shelf thing, a TV unit, another display unit, and a coffee table. It's cheaper than Winnie's last bill. And you're like, fantastic! Oh god, because she's scratching on everything. to be fair, a crack in that might look nice, but I don't like the crack in the step. To be fair, I know tonight my mum and dad were having Toad in the Hole. That's quite a British thing. Followed by home-picked apple and blackberry crumble. Apart from obviously you don't pick the crumble, but like the fruit. And they're like, do you want a slice of tea? I was like, no. Thank you. I can't eat the crumble anyway. And they only had like a couple of sausages anyway. I was like, no. So I had this like soup. Oh, this is really fiddly. Because I was like, I can make some and have some for lunch tomorrow. And then it's like vegetables, liquidy, so it's okay. This feels like you're drinking it more than I didn't really feel like having it, you know, like a sit down meal, you know what I mean? I didn't really feel like it. I was like, I was going to do a fish, I've got a salmon and broccoli fish cake left in the freezer, but I was like, I don't fancy it. So I'm just trying to push this along. That's just not very exciting, but this is how you use your green stuff. I was debating whether to try and fix it before stream, but I literally didn't have time. I've made too much of this stuff. To be fair, I could make like what I did for the... oh my god. This would be so much easier if somebody didn't decide to stick her down at the same time. She's been stuck like this for like 2 years. To be fair, I don't mind if it's not even on this side because as you can't quite see it, it isn't even anyway. Just need to squish it in to then try and hide some of the holes up. I don't mind under there because that might look like it's cracked. Alright, I'm really getting bored of doing this bit. We will paint in a minute, I promise. Okay, that will look like a scale, that's far too much. I almost actually went out and played some Warhammer today. Because I was invited to go and they're like, oh, but you good. I was like, oh, what's this stream? And I was like, technically I could go and film them having a game. Or I could actually see if on a Thursday if they would allow me, if I don't know what the place's internet is like, if I could sit there and actually stream it. Like people playing a game. Obviously said people who I know, not some random people. But obviously I've got to set that up and that's just not going to happen. So I was like, well, I could potentially like just go and film and do like a little mini sort of like battle report. But I'm like, I need a camera. Because that'll just eat through like my phone. Oh no, shit's messy for there for now. So I've got no tools to do this with at the moment, so bear with me. This is paintbrush, that would help. So we are just fixing. Don't stick to the paintbrush, stick to the model. Fixing all the cracks that I've had in this model. And then I can start painting. I mean, I probably should have... well, I didn't have any green stuff at that point. And then spray paint it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to paint straight over the green stuff because she's going to be quite dark colours anyway. Ah! I thought I was going to go earlier, to be fair. I didn't like the fact that it was a song called Strawberry Sunday. It's probably because it's not Sunday. Did I miss any snake? Any snake action? She's getting there. She's getting filled in. That's when you should really use proper tools. But hey ho, we're living dangerously. Just want like a little bit. You know when you're just like, I just want to stop painting now. But then I started it and I was like, God damn it. I was also debating, I mean, you guys can hear this first, to do maybe like a little, I say little, like a long stream. Not quite like charity one, but maybe be like, hey, let's do a long stream. Like, donate to help pay towards Winnie's bill. Just know some people are like, they're really sweet, so I don't know if I do anything you need. I'm like, goes any future ones at the moment after recovering from that bill. I don't know. I'll see. Like I thought maybe doing like, I think I'd have to mix it up. I couldn't just play games for like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours. Painting, I think that would do my head in. I don't know how people do it. They do like a long stream. I'm like, you must feel like dead. I say that and then I probably won't actually do it. You know what, the amount of times that I hear things and I think, oh, it's Winston. It's not. So I'm like, all this time and I thought Winston was making noises. It's really weird. You know, Akira, so cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I didn't like that on the marketplace. I suppose it's good if you like, after like, I mean, pretty much the units are all like the same really, aren't they? I've been looking for like beds and stuff, but they don't do beds that I like. And they're generally white. It's no problem if someone's sitting there going, oh, I've got a white bed frame. To me, for my colour scheme, I don't really want one that's white bed frame. It's not like you're really going to see it. How much was the vet bill? 3k. It was, luckily it wasn't. This one, I stopped counting how much it was, but it was probably more like 1.5. With everything that I've had to pay for him in the last week. That's without insurance, because you can't get insurance on a rabbit. This is where we have, you know, I was like, I need to pay it, but it's like, oh my god. Okay, here's your pet, but can you now pay your vet bill? There's no difference really, is it, if we went, oh, I can't be bothered with that, that's just doing my head and trying to get it in there. So she's fixed. Like, so if you went private healthcare, it's mental. Vets be pretty money, they know people will pay it. That is the thing. It's awful, isn't it? But it's true. It's the same like if you buy like these force feed sachets that I was given to give to him. I got 2, but they can't return them because you've taken them home. So I'm going to try and sell them. Because I expire next year anyway. They're like 2 were like 13 quid. If you could probably buy, I mean I haven't looked for years. You could buy a box for like 20 on Amazon, and you're like, it's because I got you. Because they got you there. But I want to start on the snakes, so we're going to start on the snakes because that's just a really random thing to do. It is so cruel, isn't it? I'd hate to think, imagine if it was like, I just think if I had a dog, you'd have insurance. But a bigger creature. fact that it came to more than what my IKEA furniture on the app tells me how much that is so far, I'm like... What else am I going to pick my paintbrush now? I could change my mind on the paintbrush size now. I was like, let's go for a little bit bigger. Stick to the original one I was going to go for. And I asked her, like, have you cancelled my pet plan? So you get a pet plan every month. Yes, that should automatically be cancelled. And she checked, she was like, he's still on the system. And I'm like, please can you cancel it because it renews next week. I don't really want to pay. She's like, oh, usually updates on the system. Because they obviously mark deceased. I was like, well, I don't really want to pay for another month. Thank you very much. This is actually coming up better now. Oh, then I came home. Weird things. There was a I don't know if I can say it, deceased sparrow outside. So I buried that. And then I don't know, something else really random in my garden, so I binned that. That's not what it was. I don't know. Like on the little I don't know, there's somebody chucked it over. I don't know. Really random. Really random. I'm not going to disclose where or what or how, but something that wouldn't be there normally. Weird. Nothing weird, but I don't know what it was. Like this black thing. I don't know. It looked like it's like foam or something. Really weird. I don't really know the name was like others. Yeah, probably. I'm like, she's like, I will email them. I will email them for you. I'm like, you better. I was like, it's cheaper to get Netflix every bloody month than it is pay that. We're gonna start on her snaky snakes because she's a snake lady. And we're gonna match her to Medusa and to the I did water this down. So I'm pretty sure I should be paying a bang in the middle. I am. It's matching like the bows. So the bows. The bows. She's a headless one at the moment. Are green. Because they are. I made them. They actually are meant to look like snake, but that definitely is not going to turn up on camera. That is going to struggle to focus. It's got a little rattlesnake kind of tail. Yeah, it's really weird, like on a little like low roof thing. But it was like I don't know. It looked like it should belong on something, but there's nothing that I put it in the bin. But to get there, it would have to have been thrown there. I literally had to get up on a chair and get a broom and try and get it, because I was like, I don't want that. I don't know what it was. Really weird. I thought even weirder that the fact there was a dead sparrow laying there. I was like, who knows? I was like, and then the neighbour's cat was just sat there. I was like, oh, I bet the sparrow was you. So I buried it. Really random. I was like, what is going on? Then I picked some blackberries because the neighbours have got the brambles are growing up this year. Must be my neighbours I can hear now. And so I stood on the chair, thought, while I'm up here, I'll pick some blackberries. Or next year, they'll be in my bloody garden. Well, you know when you're trying to lean over? Oh, like, don't fall over. Don't fall in the bushes. That makes... How could you do that to my babies? Poor little things. Didn't even make the... I thought the cat usually moves, but I just put my bin out and I was like, well, if you're just going to sit there, mate, I'm going to... Weird. That was a dastardly crime, they ditched it there. Oh, that, yeah, because what the hell is it? It was really weird. I chucked it in my black bin. I was like... So random. But honestly, the only way it could get up there is if maybe the sparrow was in a plane crash. That's why it was on the floor, then this thing was on the roof. That was my only other theory. The sparrow was involved in some weird aviation collision. I mean, such a blackberries in my back garden. Oh, that's amazing! They're now coming out. Oh, I've never been able to get them because there is a bush, but it's in my neighbour's garden. They're kind of like the neighbour's kind of, but you can't get to them. I think it's like a little fieldy bit, but I'm like, you can't get to them because they're really high. So these ones, this year, I'm like, they're in my garden now. But you know when you've got the big juicy ones that you can't actually get to, and I'm like, oh, I could just wander around. Because it's just like the, I say neighbour, it's like a carport. Over the fence, and I'm like, these are growing up here. They're probably like, the hell is this? There's hands coming over. Sparrow's trying to hijack another airliner. I mean, that is my only other theory of what this thing was. I mean, I don't know honestly, it's on a little roof. As I said, I had to get up on a chair and get a broom to get it down. The only other thing I thought was maybe there is a power line, pole. Telegraph pole? That's probably the word. I thought, has Mr. Man been up there and dropped something? But I was like, well, Mr. Man came not that long ago. So... Really, really weird. But it had like, it looked like it should have belonged on something, because then there was like holes, but then it was literally like this black oval, but about that thick. Yeah, kind of like that kind of shape. Enough for me to see it on a black tiled roof. Who knows? So we're running with the fact is the sparrow did something. I don't even know what this... The sparrow's literally, it was an adult one, it wasn't a baby one, because I looked up and oh, well, I've got a cage! That was literally my thought. I was like, oh, here we go. I usually get, I was about to say, well, it's probably not allowed on Twitch, a birdie fly into the window every year. So this year I was like, well, I've got a cage, it can go in now. But no, it was dead, unfortunately. So I did have to, I was like, not going to put, I was then, weirdly enough, putting a black bin bag in the bin, and I looked at it and I went, no, we're going to bury you. So that's been my really random afternoon / late evening. Really weird. that is sounding like it's going to be funny. Yep. Well, at this rate, we're only going to be able to do it. We're going to be just doing a snake. But I was like, I can't leave the poor birdie on the floor because the cat was there. I realised I probably should have done the snake's mouth. How did I do it on the... I just realised I have to put that stuff in there. You have closed mouths. I do need to touch you up though. Nope. So random. I think this is going to be a problem with this, that the all the edges. You've heard that, so I touched little snakes up. So I got a little bit of green. This is why this is going to be a long project. So I did want to paint her last, but I've just been like, you know what, it's been a bit of a crap day. She was easiest to get to, so I was like, oh, that's more swinginess. I can't wait to paint the heart in her hand though, because that's an endless spell. Probably can't. You see, just a little heart. I have a bigger version of the endless spell, which is about that big. Probably sounds about that big, to be fair. Oh, you chose big ones are the best. My war boss first. My orcs. I just felt like go big or go home, as they say. No, I'm debating to do the mouse first. She is gonna take hours. I have a rough sort of plan in my head, so you can't quite see behind camera, but I pulled out all my Shadow Queen colours. Which are dark green. That's another green, but I'm probably not going to use that because I know I use the dark green. Reds, that's a light purple layer. Dark purple. And then that is a purple. It looks a bit blue. That's not the dark purple. And then red. So I've got my kind of like basey kind of colours there. Cool. I was just switching a mistress from someone. I was like, cool, they have message, good. Not to be rude. Work related. I quite like how that she has like the blade. So the inside of the snake's mouth red, or I have got a layer red. It's not quite the colour bit you should really start with, but hey, we've got to start somewhere. It's a good painting session, so organised. I'll put my other ones away, and I've got my Shadow Queen ones out. Because I was like, oh, I'd love to do a bit more of my Necrons. I mean, I did sit here the other day and do some, but it's the tedious bit now. I've still got some bits to actually do. Oh, teeth as well, but I'm gonna do red mouse. But it's kind of, I thought this isn't gonna be the really like interesting stuff to watch me paint. Versus I thought a whole new white model. If you know what I mean. This has actually turned out quite well. So it's all like the tedious little bits to do, like, oh, I've got a bazillion scarabs to nail paint, which you're not going to see on stream. I will have to go around this again. I do like the contrast of the red and the green. That's kind of why, like, I know they go, ooh, red and green must never be seen. I've ever heard what it is that before. Oh, I saw on this, just somehow reminded me of that somehow. A proper, as a TikTok, talking in proper Cockney. And people like reading the comments and they're like, what the hell does this come with an English translation? I mean, I don't know Cockney. I don't come from London. Some of it I could understand. Most of it I could not. If you don't know what Cockney is, it is the rhyme and geezer from like London. Would that be a bit? Yep. That did not come out. I was going to say, would that bit be red, but I couldn't get my words out. Oh no, it looks like it's got a little bit of lippy on. I think I'm going to paint over that in green. It's like, you've got like the two teeth and a little bit of the mouth coming forward, but it won't come up on camera. It's trying, it's not going to struggle on the snake. Oh, I mean it's going to struggle on the snake, but it looks like it's got a bit of like... It looks like it's got lippy on. We're going to keep it green. Really got this sounds annoying to my simple ears. I can't remember what they were saying, and I would play it, but I'll probably get it off for copyright. I'll have to I don't know if I didn't like it, so I probably can't find it again and put it on my Discord. But oh, it's hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I was just like, I don't understand most of this, but it's a proper Cockney geezer. You know, you gotta think of like your Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses. Oh, like, what is this? Red and green goes. Oh, it goes good on snake. I'm a snake. See, even that is like green and red. It does, doesn't it? I just like the colour contrast. And I knew I wanted like purples and deep reds. This is actually more tricky to do than it should probably be. Well, it wouldn't be if I decided to build or paint and build as I went, but because somebody stuck the whole entire thing down. So it's just a lot harder to try and paint. Or I could just keep things simple and then paint inside the mouth green, but we're not going to do that. We're going to paint. And then it has fangs, because of course they do. It's snakes. There's that. I see you trying to open your paint with one hand. Oh no! I had a paint spill for a wee while. I'm trying to keep her away. The Shardy boy was the worst, wasn't he? He was just knocking it all over the place. I'm keeping her out of the way. She is like the boss queen. You know what? I think that maybe that's why I was resonating with it. I was like, oh my god, this is so hard. Whose idea was it? I want to go this way. Can't quite see how I'm doing it because you're looking at the direct. Oh, I just painted her arm and the wing. You can't see how I was painting it, but I was painting her upside down, going directly down through her. Well, you can't even see that either. What's the point in showing that? Because you're not going to see that. Because number one, it's dark and it's angles. It's going through the wing in here to go down to that little bit there, so I was having to put the paintbrush in. But as you can imagine, it's really difficult to get to because you had to see her base. Snakes come in so many different colours, you can mix up and do whatever colours you fancy. It will look cool. That's what I love. You can literally mix up any colours. So what I've done is probably not going to show them in use either. So these I will then green. Oh, I don't think I nullened oil on top of them ones. I'll do that on this and then dry brush gold. So then the gold, just add that little shimmer. I'm going to paint that bit of a bit gold. I mean green as well. So this one's got some red in there. Okay. Do they have red mouths now? Put that one away because I'm not going to be using that for the rest of tonight. I'm not going to be using that green for a while. So we don't have red mouths. We're a bit of Louis Vuitton. Is it Louis Vuitton with the red heels? Clearly not a girly girl. I'm sure it's Louis Vuitton, isn't it? So, as you can see, I was just thinking what colour to do next. Again, you can kind of see, not see, maybe on the back bit you can see a bit more, so along here. That is actually a shimmer. You can see on our butt as well. Oh, that's a bit too much there, but it's trying to make it. There are like little scales like in the print. Yeah, it might not focus, but you can kind of see the shimmer. Don't like the red mouth. You could use that as a base colour and dry brush a pink over it. And a highlight. I haven't got pink, but I've got a lilac layer. Should we continue with one snake head and see how this goes? Trying to keep it in camera as well. Shiny shimmery. Shiny shimmer bling noise. Got a shiny shimmer. Let me top up the green. And then we'll do one snake. So I don't know, I can't promise how much we're actually going to get done today because I just wanted to. And then they will have red eyes as well. I said touch up the bits around the mouth, and I'm now going. Oh, crappy Citadel brush, honestly. I forgot to get the fresh ones out. To try and do this on camera, with being how big she is, it's really quite hard to keep it. But I do like the sound of that, adding the different colour, as you say, like the pink. Oh, well that is still looks better, so it doesn't look like it's got bloody lipstick on. I've painted the, as I said, the bit just by the teeth, and it looked like the snake is literally wearing lipstick. No problem with snakes wearing lipstick, just don't want it on my figure. As the daughters of Cain are quite vicious. I mean, they've got a sleigh, you know. I've got to say sleigh in the wasteland, but wrong game. Got a sleigh in the wasteland. We'll just keep my light just flickered. You won't be able to see this because it's not going to focus because it's like there's too many things and it's coming up really dark. But a snake no longer has got lipstick. It's got red mouth still. If you have white, it can mix it 50-50 red for a lighter. Yeah, a lighter sort of like mouthy colour. I know what you mean. They don't quite have a brilliant red, do they? I have got white. Well, my white is now grey. But I have got white acrylic paint that I'm just going to use. Now that might still work well. What's the purple with the red? Like the little... I could wash it in. Give it a go. I'm spending far too much time trying to get this mouth bit right. I'm going to do the green and then... That's better. I could even really, as you said, really water down. Is it me or is that appearing like really dark? So if I change... well, yeah, now you can't see. It is going to struggle because it's trying to focus on a bazillion things at once. But I thought I'd up it, the light. Now I'm going to appear like really bright, but it doesn't matter. But that's what makes mini paint relaxing. You're free just to try and do anything you fancy, and it's just fun. It's just fun, and it's great, isn't it? She said, let's give this a little bit of a... Sometimes it can be really daunting because you sit there and you just go, because I've done that where I've just sat. I'll just lay it down for a bit, and you're going, I don't know what to do. You get like, how did I do? So same, I painted this purple on her belly, and then I added in the gold. Don't get caught on there, please. Let me just really water down some of the purple layer. Let's try in one of these mouths. I've just noticed the snake has got quite a split in its... split in its mouth. Almost need like a really like darker bit on top, don't you, for like an actual tongue. That's what I love about it as well. So I'm just trying to fill in the I've got a bit of red to fill in there. And I'll shade. To try and do like the mouths. I think this is going to take, even if I worked on it every day, I can imagine this is going to take... I'm not going to work on this every day because I think I'll be dreaming of snakes, right? So I'll do is without the glasses on, as I've just realised as well. Let's try and do the teeth. So doing one snake head and then we're going to just wing it and see what happens. I wasn't quite sure what colour to do the teeth, so we're gonna go for Screaming Skull, because I mean, well, it's boom-like colour. Because them ones, they don't have any on there. But this one has got, oh, I need to change my lens or something. Well, I've seen something I really like is the fact that this green had some red underneath and it looked like a bit of blood. Because they are, if you don't know about Daughters of Cain, they are quite bloodthirsty. I mean, they do have a cauldron of blood. I won't do all the fangs on stream because that's just going to be really tedious because you can't actually see what I'm painting. Although I'm going to mix it up a little bit and do like a snake, and then maybe we'll work on like or something. You can just see them. You can kind of make out it has got teeth, but I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it all because you can't actually see due to the very difficult sort of kind of make out the white. Don't know about the Daughters of Cain. They love them. They love the snakes. Okay, so we're going to keep following that idea with the snake. I was just trying to do that. They might do. I don't know how they reproduce. They have, they're all basically a female army. There are some men, like the, I want to call them, what are they, Doom? They're on horses. I have them. Doom Slayers, Doom. So it's been over a year since I played it. I keep painting the green or not. This is where I'm going. I could paint something else. Kinda could paint her skin. Or do I paint her skin the same colour? I'm going to do one snake because it's really tedious. So I was thinking her cloak is going to be... There you go. Her cloak is going to be dark purple. I'm sure I have another dark purple somewhere. Or with the corn red with like layered with the purple on top, and then her tail. I don't know if to do it the same as these, which is a mix of Memphis and red and what was it called? Ooh. Wazaka, that's it. I know there's a W in there somewhere. But then all of her like armor bits are going to be gold. And then the wings to this bit's going to be gold. That's her arm coming down. But I'm quite tempted to sort of not use the colours I've got out. Or try doing her... That middle bit is going to be black as well. She is quite tank. She is quite tank. They're the muscles. Do humanish skin and snake skin, and then leather and armors. To do humanish. Where is my humanish? The colour I used, it's a bit weird, is the Rakarov flesh. I'm going to turn her around. If I move the camera around, it should be the right way around for you. Let's go on a little... I don't know if it's going to sit there because that's where you fold the thing up. Are we going to sit there? Oh god, that was a paint pot. No, that's actually going to be harder to see. Let's put the camera back where it was. You can can't see that. You're a rebel. Freestyling those colours like a baddie. You know when it's this point where you want to start a model and you want to get everything painted? I don't know, is this paintbrush going to annoy me? Probably. It's a proper Citadel one. Well, this is going to now be... Should we do the skin? And then I layered it with a shade, a brown shade, sepia. Let's give it some definition, shall we? I need to fix that snakes. So this one I kind of feel like I need a third camera or a better camera angle. You know, I keep thinking each week, like each time I stream, I'm like, I don't know how to change this to have a different kind of setup. So it does appear dark to start with, but this is kind of the... They are half human and then like snake-like. I put some metal ball bearings in my paint pot so it makes sense. Then they went rusty. Oh, they went rusty and then they trashed your paints. I was about to say, that sounds like a most genius idea, especially this. This never mixes with the green pigment at the bottom. Never. So a ball bearing would be the most amazing in that. But oh my god, as if it went rusty. That's the thing, and then you'll be like, oh, I want to paint. Oh, no I can't. See, even my music is just like, it's gone pfft. What is this madness? This is already sprayed, this paintbrush. Time Cop, I thought that's quite fitting actually. That's the next song. Time has made it go rusty. Oh my god, I feel for you that went all rusty. My dad used to make ball bearings and still stuff along my back. So got, oh no way! Oh that's so sweet, you still got some of them. I'm like, glasses on, glasses off. I think I need to change the Oh, she's just so liney where she hasn't... I'm gonna have to fill in down her breastplate because that's just... You don't see that down there. Maybe you couldn't... Oh, you can't see at all. But you can now see the massive gap, right? I don't need to point it out. Can you see the gap? Just there. Souvenir board for the win. That's amazing. She's got a lot of filling to do on this. I might have to leave part of this arm. Oh, that's her sleeve. I'll do the armpit. It's fine, the sleeve will be the same, like corn red. Whose idea was to stick her all together first? This does not help. It does now I know that I was wondering if I could, if it would. Oh, Jesus. The answer is no, it does not help. If I could somehow break it off, weaken the glue. Oh, I got confused with the paint pot was there for a second. That's quite a lot of paint. So with the arm bit, I'm really just making up what is going to be arm and what is going to be wing. Do you feel gaps of green stuff or something else? Some people use super glue, I think. Oh, right. Oh, you can? I think you can use super glue. I don't think it's that of... I suppose depending on the size of the crack. So I have got green stuff, so that's what I was applying. You might see that filling in the cracks, and I've just spotted that bit in her chest, so I'm going to have to apply some thin stuff. But I won't be able to paint over it. It's got to really dry. It's usually probably like 20... Is it 24 hours, I think they say? Not quite sure where to give her elbow. So I have got some I can fill in, but I can see how super glue, because then that is quite like on good small sort of cracks, I imagine, because it'll just fill in like the little bit, won't it? I think my army painted glue is downstairs. Yeah, it's not on the tray. I don't know how to paint that bit on that. I think I'm not, because this is definitely the elbow. So they have that kind of like little browny like skin tone. So it's semi sort of like human-ish, but I didn't want it like humanoid, if that makes sense. Because they are like witch elves and elves. It's elves, but it looks like ales. Fill around her arm. She is toned. And you've also got a hole in your chest, so I need to fill this for you. Where does your glove go? There. This, I'm not gonna lie, this is a cosplay that I would also love to do. And I have thought about ways how one can move. Also, I would love to do this cosplay, but there's also the, which I haven't built yet, is the new model that they brought out like last year. So I've not played with it yet. She's a beautiful model. I don't know if I'm right for probably wait for the paint to dry, and then I can Hey, sometimes you've got to guess, and you're like, is that meant to be this, or is that meant to be that? And then you can just wing it and be like, you are going to be this, if you like it or not. We're going to claim that as skin. Why? Because that's just easier to paint. That's literally the reason why. It's got so many, like... When you start going, how did I think that was okay? But... oh, the front bit lifts. But I don't think I can take the whole bit off, actually. That's her whole front bust bit. But it lifts. It does lift. So everything it gets is rubbish, nearly as annoying as mould lines. Oh, it's so irritating. Especially because when it doesn't, like... oh, I mean, she's got loads down her tail. When it doesn't fit, it's so frustrating. Do a belly. Because it should fit, it should snap in, shouldn't it? By absolutely clear line. There's no way I'm filling that bit in. But we could pretend the armor is... I mean, to be fair, I could argue that the armor is sitting away from her slightly. From her bust. One could argue. Oh, I haven't even finished that phase. That's as far as you could do. So many cosplays, you got that look. Nuka fridge is... Ah, yes, my Nuka fridge. Weirdly, I did start to try and do a Daughters of Cain one. And I went a bit mad. And I bought a snake skin maxi skirt. So it's a tight long skirt. And I have got a gold crop top. Because that really matches like how some of them have got a chest piece. Has any of my pieces here got a chest piece? Yeah, it looks like gold, yeah? But then I got rid of the skirt because I was like, well, the skirt doesn't really help. It doesn't... Yes, it could be like a really quick and easy sort of cosplay, but then I was like, it's not quite hitting the mark. But there are ways I've thought about how to do the tail and that. And be able to walk. So it'll be very nice to do a big Marathi. Or the big Shadow Queen. And then have like the wings can move. But it would be my biggest and longest project for a cosplay. It's going to be the least recognisable because it's not like what was say power armor? Well, they Space Marine, that's the word. I mean, my power armor has been mistaken as Space Marine. I don't know where to do her hand going up in that or not, so we're gonna oh, this is gonna be a fun one to do, to get the brush in there. I'm literally painting inside the wing. Oh, looks, I can't reach. Oh, I am going to end up painting. Did I want to paint that bit? That bit is the wing. I've painted the bit of the wing. Okay. Only way to do this is to get a green sleeping bag on the floor. So much better than a tight snake skin patterned dress. Skirt, I mean. That would be my ultimate. This is kind of like, I would love to do other, I hope you're getting a kick out of how I'm having to paint her. Warhammer cosplay, but I'd love a Daughters of Cain. Daughters. Because they were my first army. And that's really weird because I'm like, it's my only army. I'm like, no, it's not, because now I have two. They're my only AoS army. And who doesn't want to be a beefy snake, right? Nobody's gonna mess with her. She's badass. She's grumpy. Perfect. Exactly, he needs a slinky tight skirt so you can crawl off the sleeping bag. See, the sleeping bag, it is the way to go. Oh, she's got a fucking... So it's really hard to try and paint and to keep it on the screen. I'm just going to have to wing it. No pun intended there. Is also 4K more fun to play? That now depends. I think My brain can't handle learning both at the same time. I don't think I know that. I was taught AoS first simply because it was easier at the time than trying to learn 40k, which was apparently all over the show. Now I don't think AoS is in favour. And now it's sort of everyone else like switched to 40k. Most people seem to play 40k, but to me they're kind of similar. There are different gameplay, different kind of styles and things. I can't think of any because I haven't at the moment, because I haven't played AoS for, must be like well over a year now actually. But that's simply just because I haven't played any daughters. It's because then they switched to 40k, and then I've been learning. Because then they went up the new edition of 40k, and then like say people I play with have got 40k, primarily 40k armies, and then I've got my Necrons, and now I've got my Kriegi boys. So it doesn't really answer your question, but I haven't played AoS for well over a year to be able to give a fresh look into that. Insight. Comment on it. I actually never played a game. Hopefully if I manage to make it all come, you'll figure it out. Oh, hopefully you can. Sometimes, you know, if you can get to like, if you have a gaming place near you, this is really hard to get to her back arm. I'm not gonna like, one of her talons is broken. Okay, let's leave that alone. But I have got general super glue there. Because then you can maybe get like, even if you've got no one, you just go to your local game shop. I don't mean a Warhammer shop, I mean an actual like tabletop place. They will, you know, that does it. They will be more than happy, and I know this for sure, more than happy to set you up with somebody to play and to try to play. I saw loads of Krieg and my love for my failed Krieg project. You need to get the Krieg back out. To be fair, they are very expensive. I happened to see some like 10 different sort of Krieg figures listed on Vinted, and I was like, oh, let me just go and double check that these are actually usable, and then they sold really damn quickly. So if they are like an army that you don't actually want, you will be able, nope, that's the wing, you will be able to sell them really, really quickly. I'm gonna bring that bit down there. See, now I need my glue because one of her wing fangs. Breaking. I must admit, painting the Scorch Beast Queen was well easy because it was just that spray it black and then just dry brush. Stand your hand, woman. Dry brush on to make it look like scales. Done. Easy. I'll put my fingerprint on it now. Yo, Goldfinch, thank you so much for the lurk. So I'm not really too hyper focused then. I'm loving seeing your little videos pop up. So it's kind of like just doing that. Make it easy, will it? Make it look easy. I mean, so I've been wanting to paint this model for a long time. At least my Scorchbeard Queen was, I said she was easy. I've still got to go around and finish like little bits off on it. I say little bits, I've still got the power armor and everything else to do on it. I was quite tempted to do my Fallout characters tonight, but then I was like, oh, I haven't actually primed them. And I was like, that's a shame, we'll just do these. We'll start on this lovely little lady. I'm actually really excited about finishing her. This is gonna take me a long time. It's sort of that kind of model where I was like, I'm not going to paint it until I've done my entire Daughters of Cain army. Have I done my entire Daughters of Cain army? No. Clearly by that, by unfinished models. On the on my paint bit right here. Paint with one eye because I can't quite see what I'm going to be painting here. Because someone has glued her down. Don't know who that was. I was so excited building it, it was amazing. Have I done that? No. Oh my god, get the snakes up, I can't see through the snakes, woman. Okay. That is going to break, I can feel that's going to break. I was also quite tempted to start with her base. Well, you can really see a better picture of the snake. Okay, the snake does not look as great as it does in person. I don't know why it does that all the time. It just freaks out. God, there's not enough room to paint her in here. Too many spiky bits, that's going to just easily break off. So you have the same music all the time, it's like... Probably get all the base layers. Like, do I put the other? I suppose I could tone her up, but I'm thinking if I've then got to paint over her, that's quite annoying to then. Like if I make a painting mistake. Alright, this is her shoulder. I was thinking because I've already painted part of the wing I didn't want to do. Can't I lift one of these snakes up to get to her? I understand the struggle it is to paint this without breaking. I think we should have a bet on, like, how much do you think she's going to break in the process of trying to paint her? How many pieces? Or how many pieces will it break into when Crazy gets annoyed painting her? Might be the proper question there. You see how awful the brush is? I don't like these brushes. It's good that I put it on this angle. I can now see where I completely missed. So the wings, I'm not entirely sure, colour scheme wise. But I will probably stick to like purple, as I don't have a, I don't know what you want to call it, a paint gun? I'll never forget what it's called. So I'm having to paint this all by hand, where it would look really quite nice to have the slow like fade colour in. If you had an air gun thing. Paint gun. You know what I mean. So I'm kind of doing up to like knuckles. Or now I'm debating don't paint them and paint the fingers. Which is fine, because I know I'm going to want to do them maybe like a bluey vein. That might look better than the knuckles actually. This is right, you just kind of got to paint a bit and see how it turns out. I'm a little confused on this hand though. I think that will be where that is. Oh, I'm so excited to try and get this to look really nice model. This is literally going to keep me so busy. Never hear from me, because it's because I am stuck in a painting sesh trying to do the shadow green. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, so on here, this side, kind of looks like she's got a big bunch of knuckles. I don't like that. So on this side, I've kept it up so them lumpy bits are here. I don't know if I can paint them white. Beside the brush, so they kind of got more like fingers. If that makes sense. Do you ever Google the name of the model and copy other people's paint scheme ideas? I do. If I need like a little bit of inspiration, I did for like the Necrons. I knew I wanted the green, but then there's like different styles and how you can paint it. But it is good to sort of like you're not stealing their artwork by doing it, because you are just looking to see. I might just paint it and then just leave it like that. Like a colour scheme that you like, or if you like the style that there's someone has done it, you can always just go, well actually I don't want it like that, I want it this way. Like they might do a combination, you just think, oh actually that might look nice with like purple instead of red. And I think it's good because I know people go, you can have full creative control, but if you're not sure, because you don't want us to start buying paint and then go, actually I don't like that idea. Kind of sucks then, because you're stuck with paint that you don't want. And when you're starting out. So sometimes, but then I often kind of like, I look into the book as well and just go, oh, I like that. Or I will miss a bit out. So like doing the shrine, the cauldron, it's the same thing, but it's the same model, but they can be different things. I'm kind of winging it, which it didn't turn out the way I expected to do with one colour, so now I've painted over that, and then trying to trust the process. What did we say on this? That's my little saying. I trust the process, but sometimes the process isn't trusting. This is what we need on the t-shirt when we're painting. So it can be hard, especially like say, yeah, no, I prefer that. I think I might just keep that bit. I'll probably fill that in. You can see the kind of the gap it's quite prominent between her breasts. Yo, Alex Wayne, hello there. Hello, welcome in. I'm playing some Board Gate 3. Thanks for live on Twitch. Oh, how's the gaming going? And thank you for coming in. I think we are going to have to fix it, but I'll wait for that to dry first. Ooh. I'm guessing I used black and then went over the top. I'll let it dry. Well, again yesterday, and I'm hooked. Oh, that's cool. You enjoying it then? I've never played Baldur's Gate. Probably no surprise, really. Oh, I never really played much. We're on a new, not an oil, because the other one is deceased. This one's an older one, because it's a different kind of style. This one. Oh, I've missed a bit under her arm, of course I have. This is when you start to notice bits you've missed when you come to do shading and filling in, and you're like, oh, for God's sake. Okay, doing it. Very different than the types of games I played before this growing. Quite challenging. Oh, at least you're enjoying something different then to, like, say what you're used to. Flip it back over. I'm just trying to put in some oh, I really like how that went in. Some shading. Oh, have you seen the trailer too? I think it dropped today or yesterday. I haven't yet. I forgot it was coming out, and then someone said because they're watching like Gamescom, and then the trailer dropped. So I haven't seen it. So I've been, or I just haven't seen it. I've seen like, you know, the pictures of it that came out a day or two, a day or two. Oh, spoilers. It looks great. I'm looking forward to it. I'll have to watch it after. I think I did see something it was meant to be coming out, but then I completely forgot. But it's cool that they've released it then, if there's yeah, because somebody said they're watching Gamescom and they've released a trailer. It's mad to think it's going to be out in December, so I'll definitely have to have a look. I'm sure if I go on, it will be everywhere, if you know what I mean. I can't wait to see it. Oh, brilliant, this one's going to be a pain in the ass. My goal is to play a little bit more Vegas as well before it comes out. Something I can't stream because it just is, no, you can't stream this. It's just my AoS. Just doesn't seem to want to. Oh, I am missing a little bit on the corner there. I thought I was. It's just so hard to get the paint in under the arm. Aha! There's a hole and I just paint it black so it looks like shade. Fantastic. That worked. I feel like I have missed quite an important part here. Under here. So it's been a while since I last played Vegas. I haven't really played Vegas. I haven't played Vegas for a while. Well, I can't even think the last time I streamed it. When I was able to stream it. So it's not my favourite. But I feel like I need to play it because of the series. See, I'd probably play more of it if I could actually stream. It's just I don't have the time to like sit down and play. You know, like I can't put a good gaming session. You know, like it's not so bad jumping on 76. Just go, oh, I'll do some of the dailies. Done. You know, and you go, okay, done.
Skill issue.
It's skill issue. I like that, skill issue. I don't like how that's just shaded there. Just trying to add some definition and going, yep, I need to put more paint there, and there, and there. So good to miss the opportunity, not to miss that opportunity. The Adeptus, I hope you are keeping well. It is a pain because I was like, I'd like to get on to like 76 and at least do really easy clips, you know, for content wise. But I can't even do that. We can see. Oh, it did finally break off. I'm trying to add some of that definition. We've got to paint. Got to put paint on the model. It's a skill issue. Go on and put paint on it. We've gotta. Well, you can't see that at all. There we go. It's almost like I'm drawing it on, it feels like. I am very excited for season 2. I think the only thing that I think is going to have a problem is they're going to get so much backlash. I mean that in the nicest way possible from only New Vegas players. But what New Vegas players have got to remember, it's a Fallout series, it's not New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to. I must admit, is the people who only play Vegas. Why would you play any other Fallout other than Vegas? You just know they are going to be unhappy. because they are never happy. Do it only judge your pain a little, just a wee bit. Someone has to. I'm enjoying putting the muscles on this. This looks really quite cool. Yeah. The Vegas fanbase. I mean, I have no hate. You know, like whatever Fallout. You know, don't bother me at all. But gatekeepers. But this is the thing. You just see it everywhere, and they go, "Oh, it's the best one," and you just think. But and then they call themselves like they love Fallout, but how dare you play any other Fallout than other than Vegas? And you're like, this is one I've gone on to make many different kinds of Fallouts. You know, they are so salty, aren't they? Like how then they were complaining, you know, at the end of the first series, and it's just like, well, it's a Fallout I don't know if you call it adaptation. It's not Fallout Vegas. We'll see. I think there would be an outcry if they didn't base it on Vegas, if they did it just like in general, if you know what I mean. I mean, I get it, you know, people would love, you know, it's a game that they first played, they love it, but when they start, yeah, it's like, well, you're not a Fallout fan then if you don't play it. They go, don't play any other one. And you're like, okay. It could be the most accurate description of the series people would still... Exactly, it literally would. They'll still complain, they'll still be like, oh, this didn't happen, and you're like, well... I was going to say the wonderful, magical Wizarding World books, but I won't because that will get backlash. But you know what I mean? Every book, oh, it's not quite the same as a game. You know, it's never the same. But it's got to be. You know, they go, oh, it's not literally accurate. Oh, this is canon. It's like it's a bloody TV series. You know, it's like I imagine like Lord of the Rings is, you know, is not quite like the books. You know, I can't remember if they are or not, but in like Potter, it's not always the same. But yeah, that's the only my concern of the series. Is just knowing what people were like with the first series and complaining already about Vegas. It's like, just be happy. I've done something, and it's just a series at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll have to try. I will watch it. I'm sure it will be somewhere, like on my socials, if you know what I mean. Like uploaded some. Why do these sound like Christmas songs? It's done this to me last time. They just sound like Christmas songs. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait. It's just, I think it's just so nice to be like, to get a series of, and we're going on to, and series 2 has come round pretty quick as well. Do you think the first series only came out April last year, or I think it was April I went to the premiere. So we really haven't waited that long for another series to come out. I'm kind of putting a little bit of the arm in because it's missing a bit. I can't wait. But I wondered if Mr. House is going to be it, because Mr. House does appear in the first series. But it's clear that I've seen pictures of it, so you know we're getting the strip and all that. And then one thing I didn't get, so I've got all my colours out that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do something completely different. That's not that one. Where is it? It's on there. I'm going to go with the Seraphim shade. Thank you, Fixie. Stay safe out there in the wasteland. I'll just go along. I'm not really hiccuping tonight because I'm in. So it adds a little, but obviously then it will dry. So going in with the skin. This is when my hands become the paint palette. I'm waiting for one of these paints to fall over. I'm going to paint that entirely because that is quite hidden under that. That's going to be really fun to try and paint in that wing. To try and paint curved. Bad enough as it is. I think that's part of her glove, it is. I'll turn her around. She is really ripped there. It's not really doing it justice, it just looks like I've got lines. I promise you it looks better in real life. Almost doesn't. Doesn't look believable. It's kind of like a Grafton monster kind of thing on the back, right? So, I just keep hearing noises and I'm like, I think our window's open. Paint that brown. She's quite shaded in there. was actually thinking this is one that usually kills Soundstripe, and it is. And it has. It completely killed Soundstripe. Let's start again. She's looking quite tanky. So like the muscle. Promise you it looks better. When I'm looking on there, it does not look great. So I don't really know why. Just thinking what to paint next. What should we say to paint next? We're gonna go down. The tail I want to just get right, so I think I might do the same as bit as like my Medusa. Can't see it because my thumb's on it. She has got a really light purple, let's close this paint pot. Slash grey, which is a purple, on her belly, with dry brush gold on top. But then my little, yeah, she's headless, she has a really watered down, is that the wood, what one's the layer? Yeah, the red layer. Wadcata, whatever it is. Again, dry brush, but because she's quite a significant piece, I think I'm gonna do, I can't paint it anyway because of the green stuff, but like the purple, like my Medusa, and do the back. Oh, I don't know what colour to do the back. Might match my snake ladies. The red with the gold brush. Because Medusa is all about snakes. And then I'm thinking for the veins doing, I have got contrast with the purple. Staggered in scale. I'm sure I can borrow that colour. So it's not mine. There is a grey wolf somewhere. Stop watching, going, you're gonna nick my paint. I'm like, maybe, I don't know. There we go, Space Wolf. That's more of like a grey blue though. Trying to put it in the camera and it's not really mixed. It's not really mixing at all, but I get the idea. Kind of get the blue-ish, or I'll probably go for, I got the wrong one again. Because then it's sticking in with like a darker green or something. Thinking corn red on her gloves. Might match it to her cape, which I think would be easier to paint after trying to get the red in. That's going to be really fun to try and paint. It might actually be easier to paint though, so I can't paint that bit. I can paint the gloves. You know when you feel like doing like being a part of it? And I'm not quite sure what colours to do her wings, because her actual wings there come out. It's really hard to know. I know all of her body pieces are going to be gold. I'm going to try and paint that bit white. Because I'm presuming... We have a picture of her? No, we don't. It's kind of like blends. And she comes out kind of like a really dark black. Now I have got a dark brown I could use, but it's also kind of glittery. It's a brass, I should say, brassy. I'm looking at the actual picture, you see, and she's got some runes on her tail, which you're probably not going to pick up. And I've done that in the same colour, which kind of matches the tip of the snake's head and her blades. Watch out, how's that? Sliver and Beast, the Sliver and Beast. So she's... It doesn't look as great on camera. She's defined, but I'm debating what to do next. I know like her nail tips are going to be a different colour to the... I feel like almost doing like... the light purple. And then as you're coming up to like more of the wing, just tack it to make it go a bit darker. Because I've got green stuff on as well, so it's like I can't actually do what I want to do. I'm going to concentrate like on her body. Should we do her gloves? It's originally planned. She's hench. I feel her. I feel the fear. I mean, I can feel the fear. She is one badass lady. I'll do the gloves, and then I might see, now I'm kind of debating because they have corn red, which I think is even their boots. Yes, they are. So the purple is going to be like, I think the purple is going to be entwined into her cape and then her wings. I could do her gloves in the same colour. Oh. There's just so much detail, but you kind of have to work in like the smaller bits first. We are changing tactics, people. We are changing tactics. We're changing colour. We're going to go corn red. And we are going to work. I'm actually debating that might be easier to do the gold bit first.
Thanks for the raid.
Goldfinch! Thank you so much for the raid. It's good. This is good timing, so I can sit back and debate what bit I'm actually doing. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me go to my raid screen. Where are we? Goldfinch flying in. How is your stream? Let me try and give you a shout out. Is it gonna work? Oh, you're doing some 76. Were you doing some fishing? Were you doing some fishing? Is that what you were doing? I kind of feel like I need to finish this. You know, this is where it's a bit like, I'm going to do this bit, I'm going to do this bit, I'm going to do this bit. I should do one glove and then we can see what it turns out like. Raid, welcome in everyone with the fabulous raid from Goldfinch. You're in some 76. Love it, love it. This is all me. This is all my cosplays. So, you're new? I am Crazy MCR Angel. I am a Fallout cosplayer. Getting back into content creating, but cosplayer. This is all me. If you're watching like miniatures, I have got a Nuka-Cola Power Armor cosplay that I've done, which is basically a Space Marine. I've been called a Space Marine twice in it, even at a Games Expo. This is what I do. So when I'm kind of doing a mix of things, we are doing this and we're doing that. We're doing miniatures, tabletop. So this is a Fallout game I was playing, just there, the Fallout tabletop game. So that's it. I was playing that image just there. I was playing, which I have got the miniatures for, which I need to finish building, prime and paint. Welcome in. I hope you had a good stream. This is me. So we are painting. It doesn't look like much from that angle. I think the camera needs to move this way for this big model. It's also when tiredness is kicking in. I feel like I want to continue with the snakes as well, but the gold, we'll do a little bit of we'll do a glove, because the other glove is going to be a pain in the ass to get to. There's so many Vegas Dead Money today, almost done, but I quite people get major annoyed with it. New Vegas Dead Money! I don't know what that is, because I haven't really played New Vegas. Caravan? Still no. Even I don't. Oh, I mean, no. Bit like Gwent. No. Oh, I don't have a lot of gold. Okay. Who's going to paint these bits? Oh no, what's that? There wasn't like a lump of paint. I don't know. I'm trying to move because I'm leaning forward. Everything is coming down. But I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for coming in with the raid. Much appreciated. I hope you are keeping well. I was literally saying that with the new series coming out, I need to try and play some more Vegas. But it's unfortunately something I can't stream because OBS just goes, nope. OBS doesn't want to play it. So I can't stream it. That's just really cool. Thank you! She is huge. So we've only done... I've had to do some mending because she's got cracks in it. When I did my first playthrough then I was like, nah, I'm good. Don't know if it's out yet, but they made an... Have they? A new IRL, I'll just say IRL version of Gwent. My god, I bet that's... I mean, that makes sense though, doesn't it? Because you think if everybody loves it... I can't work out if the song is busted or not. They are kind of like missing a trick if they don't bring out, say, like even like Caravan. Watching the Alien movie series before I watch the new one. Ah, somebody else asked about that in chat. Have I seen something like new show that came out? That was supposed to be what they were asking. Alien, wasn't it you, Jambo, yesterday? Not yesterday. Sunday. When was I last streamed? Okay, yeah, I'm expanding, doing more gold because we love some gold, right? We love gold. This has all gone all that really dry. As in, someone gets on camera, it'll ping out at me. Don't know about you, but that's some paint right there. Okay. To be fair, this is one of my oldest paints when I bought them. So, okay, it came out this week. Hulu Disney Plus, I believe. I have seen on Disney Plus that I don't have Hulu. I've heard of it. It was you. I thought so. Everything is just coming up Alien, so that's probably. I'm guessing that's why then. Because there be something new brewing. I've now seen an issue with not fitting in this gap. She's literally having gold armor because they all have gold armor. As in the models I've painted. I've sort of been on a bit of a switch between I was King of the Hill, I'm like season 4 out of 14. And I've been watching the Osbournes on YouTube because I've never seen it. So I'm kind of going between the two. If I'm watching anything. Did I miss anything? That was it, right, okay. Then you can also need to catch up all the way. I feel like I might just fast forward and watch an episode. Just do it, see. But that's the thing I find, because it's an American series. You guys always have like a bazillion episodes per series, which is great because then there's more to watch. Whereas it takes forever to like catch up. Whereas us lovely English lot per season, you can have about 2 episodes, and you've got to have about 10 billion seasons. It's like no in between. I don't know why we have like a season might have like 6 episodes. That'll be like it. And you're like, okay. Well, I am like King of the Hill is good, sort of like. Oh, I just lost my grip then. Oh, I enjoy it. It's a bit of fun. Propane and propane accessories. You know when you start a series, and I want to finish this series. So I'm determined to finish the series. But I'm like, they're going to keep bringing. I'm like, please do not bring any more out so I can catch up because I've started late. I've started late into it, haven't I? I used to actually get a lot more with it, with the American one series. So you can literally watch a series, and then by the time you get around to watching it, they might bring the new one out, which is fantastic. The way that we do it. I do like 6 episodes, and you've got about 10 years for the next bloody series. She's not joking. She's very hard to paint on stream. Oh, she's even got like little jewels on her chest, which I'm going to do in green. But I've got to do all the base bit, and I've realised I've missed some skin as well. I just wanted to show you what the gold look like. It's just incredible, isn't it? When you start putting paint on a model, I can't fit that in because of her spear at the moment. it just makes such a difference where she's already got some life coming into her. Because I've managed to get some paint onto her. She is going to be a long project to do. But I'm just hoping, like, the skills I've learned, I can make her look good. There are like difficult angles to do. I hate cliffhangers. Ours are always the worst, aren't they? Well, like someone was telling me today, they used to love watching this series. It's kind of like conspiracy theories series kind of thing. They did like six episodes in the series and then never made another one. It's like, oh, okay. I was like, well, it's up to your complete interpretation. Don't like that's true actually. I was like, I want to paint around in her bed because she's so jabby and stabby. It's really hard to fit her in the booth without knocking over paint. Oh, I've just decided to paint the camera. Right, okay, just give up before we start this fucking paintbrush. That's why it's quite handy if you catch up, say like King of the Hill for example. Occasionally there's a few like episode 1 of 2. You go, I will go straight to number 2, thank you very much. That's the one benefit of that. I'm trying to paint behind it. The paint is not, because the paint has gone really weird. It's like how it always, I go on a different playlist and it always seems to play the same. Well, dude, because who the hell is going to be looking at our stomach like that? Fair, they have hers down as red, but I've done it as gold because she's important. Oh, so I've missed a follow. Thank you so much. Now it's told me. Serrano, is that how you say your name? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. I always like to ask is, are you doing any projects? Do you just like miniatures? Do you play Warhammer? We have a fellow just D&D. Miniature painters in the community. Loretta's like on the Games Workshop. They've made the bit I've just painted her breast bit is actually meant to be red, but I'm like, I'm giving her gold because she's quite important, and then I'm going to bring the colour in. I may paint over this. I may change this decision. But for now, she's going to be gold armour. It's the decision we are making. This is probably going to have to get... Oh, so I've got a bit of spear on there. I'm not going to be too fussy about the sides because oh no, it can vaguely lift up, can't it? Because I know that bit's probably going to get painted when I come to try and do her tail, so. A bit like these, she's got like these little jewels. I will paint them, the jewels will be green to bring in the green, tie in the green from, say, Medusa. Well, and from her snake hair. So she's got a complete gold front. So I was like, maybe that doesn't make sense because then somehow I've got to put the gold in. So we're going for gold because gold is regal. So she has like gold armor. So like this will be gold. I'm doing Space Wolf. Ah, you're doing Space Wolf right now. I have a Space Wolf colour. So I might acquire to put on my Shadow Queen. I have to paint tons of Tyranids. Oh, how many Tyranids have you got? We'll have a moment of silence. Because it's probably a lot. Oh dear. I thought it was bad enough when I started to paint all my bow and stabby ladies. I haven't played Daughters of Cain for over a year, so I can't directly think of their names. Oh, of course, they're not sisters of Slaughter, are they? My daughter's bow, snakes, and stabby ladies. Oh, 2,000 points. Have fun with it. Are you doing sort of like relatively sort of like easy colour scheme? That is the thing, because there's so many, isn't there? I mean, like when I first started painting, like my daughter. Oh yeah, I can't do the whole bank, can I? Because I've got green stuff on. I can't remember. I've got like 30 of the same bloody model. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, kill me now. So you think, right, I'll do all the tails first, and then you just think, oh my god, I give up. I give up. That's just too many. So this is what you need to be like. I'll do 5 today, 5 tomorrow. 10 could be max. I feel for you there. I feel for you there. It's not something easy like Custodes where you can be like spray paint gold, basically done. Chuck on. Oh god. What is this? Sepia. I want to say wretch blade. I can't think what it's called. Like a brown shade. Done. It's unfortunate for that. Okay, this bit is quite tricky. Ooh, red and black. Red and black goes well nice together. Oh, Zombie Bunny! Thank you. I was like, wait, was that a follow? That wasn't a follow. Thank you so much for the resub. How are you? You'll get there. You'll get there painting 2,000 worth of Tyranids. And then you'll look back and be like, wow. Just you'll be what do they say, happy to go out and touch grass after then. To be fair, when you get in that painting thing, it's nice to just, it can be nice to think, oh, I've painted all of them. Now you're just like, I don't want to paint for the next foreseeable future after all of that. you know what I mean. Dark Assassin! Oh no, I love that. I've been a while, young lady. Hope you're well. I'm doing okay, thank you. I hope you are well. Hope you're well. Oh my god. Somebody had the bright idea. Oh my god. So my difficulty bit is, yeah, because she's glued, I can't actually get under the wing properly. Which makes that really hard to know where the hell I've got to paint. Which means if I can't see it now, nobody's ever going to see it. One thing I hate painting is my Necron scarabs. Because they're on every single bloody piece of models. They're so tiny. They're a pain in the ass. But at least I don't have 2,000 points worth. I really want to paint this gold, but I know the snake's going to be a pain in the ass to paint it, but because I've got the gold out, I might as well keep going, right? We started off trying to paint the snakes, and then I was like, this is too tedious to do and you can't see the details, so we've done one. Then we decided we'll do the skin, and then I was like, I can't quite decide which bit to do next, and so I've done the gold. Well, she's going to take a long time to paint. Might even put a different layer on top of the skin now that's kind of really fully drying. Which is the one I can't think of. Another brown, basically. I'm also really interested as well, what kind of paints, what paints do people use? I like to ask this question. I've asked it I think once before, or I found out not once before, a couple of times before. But it's just always interesting to know what other paints people are using, because everyone has a different preference. I use Citadel. I have got three. 2 thin coats, 3 thin coats, I can't think what's called. Duncan Rhodes. 2 thin coats! There we go. There we go. There we go. Ask. And some Villaggio. I've never used that. Not because I just haven't. I've just when I was starting into Warhammer, it was just a Citadel. No reason why I haven't used them. It's just I haven't used them. So do you have a favourite? Have you used any other paints before? Because that's the thing, some people say they use a paint. I didn't like 2 thin coats. So, I didn't like them. I've stuck to Citadel. But then I've used them separately. And maybe having a bit more experience. And they're okay. They're not the colours that I would tend to use in my army, but I got them free from... I went to the Fallout Factions Nuka World, basically Fallout Warhammer, launch event, and they gave us a goodie bag, and there were 3 in there because they'd give you some models. So in it there was like packs of models and that. So that's only how I've come about, in the presence of them ones. Again, it is an issue just about preference, isn't it? help that this gold is running out now. When I say I ask, I'm not reading for that. I use AK, and so that took me that while to realise I completely read that wrong. AK? What is AK? I've not heard of AK before. My brain read that as you ask and some phylogeny. I can't even say that now. I'm so sorry. I think tiredness. I'm going to blame tiredness. We like AK have a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a new one I need to like look into. But sometimes some are like, oh, I fucking hate this brush. It's a Citadel brush. It's crap. Why are you using it then, crazy? Because I am. My other ones are currently newer ones are under this. I have used Citadel for JK. They will have very good points for AKs. Easiest for me is easier to use. Huh? That sounds like that's going to go wrong. I haven't used. It's not army. I don't know what that one's called. Army painter. Do army painter do this? They do some, don't they? Sometimes my music will glitch out for no reason. It's just when you think, yeah, I'm doing like the front of this headpiece, it looks amazing, and you're like, I've got to do the bloody back of it as well. We've already had one piece snap off of her. Oh god, this is really hard to get around the head. Oh, just frayed. It's just what you pay for. She's literally poking me right now into the finger, but I was using that to balance. You think, yeah, and you think, oh, then you got to try and paint behind it. This is why I was like, do I do the snake first or the gold? I don't know what way is going to be easier into the headpiece. Probably neither. So it's also kind of why I decided to stop doing the snakes, but also because the snakes you can't really see the detail. It's not really showing up as it is. So it's kind of hard to see because there's so many bits to her. But it's just nice to have a break. So I haven't played these for a year plus. I'm having a break, so the other armies I have, let's say if you're new, is I have Necrons and I have got Krieg. So we have been painting Necrons, but my Necrons, it's only like the small like little details mainly that I've got left to use, so I just thought, well, you're not really going to see that painting a bazillion scarabs. And I know I've been wanting to do this model. My daughters are not finished. I did want to keep the Shadow Queen and Marathi till last, but because I think I feel a bit more confident in painting because I've been doing my Necrons. So kind of like my painting skill is a lot better than when I first started, obviously. I really like to get the gold in. I'll have to repaint over the snake, but it's just so many like fiddly little bits to do. So that's why it can't always like focus. The camera can't always focus because there's just, it's like, what bit do you want me to focus on? She does look good. It's not even better when she's got most of her paint on. It just makes such a difference, doesn't it, when you start painting? Like, even if it is just like a little bit, like say what we've done tonight. It just makes such a difference. It really brings it, like, even if you've like built them and then you've just sprayed paint them, like primed them. I find that's enough to sort of just change like the view on them. Right, are we... Okay, so she's got quite a snaky... It does go up and around her neck as well, which is really hard to get to. Especially when you paint it on an area which you don't want it on. I might have to get a really small brush. That might be the only way to do that. Get a new one out. I know you can't see this. Because it's really hard to get to. Oh. Let's go around the other side. Can't get because of the snakes. That bit shouldn't be gold, but it is going to be gold because that's just easier to paint it gold and then... Oh, it's down there as well. So it's like, do I gauge it with the glasses or do I gauge it with my eyes? I think it's easier with the eyes. It's just little details, like right, I'll see if I can get it in the camera. You can just see the back of the white bit is the head. Yeah, that's hard to get into. And then again, once this is dry, I will then add in the layers. So I go over it again in the fabulous Nuln Oil, and then go over with my like sepia colours. So it looks like it just changes it completely. So then that will be completely purple when I can start putting like other colours are sort of like on. And then this is the corner we had just a moment ago. Put this on my... You can't... There's so many pieces to it, it's like I'm not going to focus properly for you. The reason why I'm leaving a gap is because it almost looks as if there's like an extra bit of glove like underneath. I'm just messing this up now, and I'm like, alright, okay, don't do this when you're feeling tired. I'll get a new brush out and do that. I can do her hand. We'll go between when I've got a new brush out. Go between the armour bits. I know the colour her staff is gonna go. Oh God, she's getting caught on everything. I think she's got an extra like ring bit. I'll have to check on there. I mean, look, how afraid. Oh, I can't focus on it, okay. Too much water on it now. So she will have nice looking kind of gloves. Just hard to paint the detail without painting over everything else. This is so gonna break. Yeah, I'll get a new brush out to do them bits. Because it looks like it should be a part of another bit, but then it doesn't go around the other side, which is really strange. So she's got an arm now. a hand, just to show the different colour. Sort of kind of the colour scheme that we are going for. Oh, I've got to do the other one as well, but the other glove can wait because that's going to be really... When you're determined and you know I'm just going to... I'm almost determined I might be able to do it. I'm glad I've got the glasses on to protect my eyes from this spiky woman. There's no easy way to get there. Okay. So just really nicely contrasts. So I might do the top bit of the sleeve in the purple. So it looks like she's got a bit of an under. But I'm like a snake. That in there is going to be really hard to get to. And then this is her back. So the dark green, wait for that to dry. Do you notice how like her bit between her chest plate? There is quite a big gap, as you can just see like a black line. So roughly there. It works and it kind of doesn't work. But we're getting there. I just got to stick one of the talons back on. But it will be really slow. I imagine this is going to take quite a while to get there and touch up and do everything, which is quite impressive. Hey, when you turn it over, like I've just missed a little bit of gold. So like the middle bit of her crown, that will be green, but I'll need a really new fine brush to do that. And then like she's got jewels on her belt. It's like what do I focus on? Like along here, she's got some jewels. So again, I will use that in a new brush. That's fine. I'm glad I managed to start painting her, so it's going to be a slow process. Why Soundstripe does that, I don't know. So she's coming along, like, I actually did more than I thought, because we had at the start we were then using some green stuff to like really fill in. I'll have to like sand it down a little bit to make sure it goes. So she had loads, so there's like that is meant to be there. She's got cracks in the base, the back along here, but that doesn't matter if that's going to be a bit messy. Just all in her tunic and then like in her tail. So I'll say thank you. I'm impressed with the wings. It kind of looks a bit different than it in real life it does on behind, I mean on her back. Her poor spear is just... I like how they make it so... So like smaller details I'll probably do off stream, which will be like to finish the snake, which isn't going to focus. because there's too much of it to focus on. Oh no, we've done it. So we did the snake mouse red. After I realised I hadn't done it. It has got little white teeth. It's a little bit lighter than it looks. But it will also, they will also have red eyes. Which I haven't actually done yet on my Medusa. Just like focusing on the... It's not bad for like one of the first things I kind of like painted. With the shimmer. This one's got the red eyes. So I have to go around everywhere and dollop the red eyes on a lot of bows, which are also snake, and also on Medusa's snakes, and then on her as well. That's fun. But I think that's all the painting I am going to do this evening. Done almost like we've done like 3 hours, so that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I forgot I put my drink up here. I've switched it. So I thought I'm always so paranoid I'm going to spill it behind, so I put it up there today. But yeah, it's looking great. I'm so glad I managed to start, but I know it's going to be a slow sort of progress to get sort of going. If that makes sense. So we always have to do like a few base layers and then work on top of that as well to get really like the layering. But I'm really excited. I can't wait to get it. So like her gold isn't, her breastplate, what you want to call it, that armor plate isn't finished. Because then I need to shade it and layer it, which is all fun. It's quite nice to do like a big piece. But I will pop in, here are my links. So everyone who is new and lurking. So links are all like my other socials. It also has my Discord, but I'll also chuck in my Discord link as well. I'm just going to put the one straight. Oh, I haven't got my YouTube open. Because we do restream. I'm not even signed into the right one. And it doesn't work. I'll delete it because I can't see around. So I stream 3 times a week. The trailer is already up. It's up for 3 hours and it's got 334,000 views. So I will be watching that momentarily. Oh, studio. So long-winded to get here on YouTube. But I stream 3 times a week. There we go. So Tabletop Tuesdays. So we are doing tabletop. So painting Warhammer, which is something I've started doing for the last since April, for the last couple of months. I'm going to take them off. I've lost the spongy bits on the side of my nose. And I do Fallout Friday. Fallout Girl. So I do Fallout Friday and then I do Sunday Funday. This Sunday I may or may not be streaming. I don't know yet. But I say 3 times a week. I have requested to try and do more, but it's just trying to fit it in around everything else and work, which is really sweet. So this is what we do. So we do Tabletop Tuesdays. So my goal is, once I get everything sorted, like with the house, which will be months, is we started doing painting streams, but then I want it introduced. So I have got a Warhammer table set up, ready. I just need to rig it up. So maybe do like battle reports, maybe do, I don't know, games. Also do Fallout Factions, Nuka World. Which one is it we've got? It's not Apex. Halo. I've got Halo Flashpoint as well. So I like tabletop mini games. Maybe I'll do a couple of videos going, hey, you know, I don't really know, I struggle to retain information, so it'd be like basic sort of gameplay ways or about models, you know, going, oh, this is the Shadow Queen, and then kind of give you an update, kind of not scoreboard, can't think. War Scroll, that's it. So Tabletop Tuesday, and also I've been requested to actually play like Total Warhammer, bring in Magic as well, so set up online. So Tabletop Tuesday is going to be quite a broad spectrum, but for now it's just painting and building Warhammer. Fallout Friday will always be playing Fallout on a Friday. Sunday Fun Day is, I call it anything goes. So we might be Fallouting. We played Fallout last Sunday because I hadn't streamed for the last week. We might be back painting, we might be back building. We generally are in between Fallout and painting. So that's my schedule. And if you are working on any miniatures, feel free to join my Discord. We did have a tabletop channel, but then somebody took it over of being more D&D, and then we had to remove them from Discord. But I've still got, because they turned to take it over, I have got Mighty Miniatures. So if you feel like you want to post some pictures, or if you're not sure about painting and you want some tips, feel free to put it in Mighty Miniatures. So tabletop can be, we use it for other D&D and whatever questions or anything. So feel free to throw in any of your miniatures. I said there might be someone in my Discord who can help. You might have questions, or if you're not sure, we've had people not sure on paint jobs, so they go this way or that way, and we help. So I'm just currently looking. Do we go into another miniature? I'm joining DC. Oh, yay! Come join, John Claude. Alvaro. Alvaro, is that how you say that? Yeah, feel free to come in. You can literally post if you've got any. It doesn't have to be Warhammer miniatures. We've got people who just do D&D, who do fantasy. People literally just collect miniatures and paint. We've got some people who are like commission building, painting. From anything from absolute new people to absolute amazing. We get all sorts, so feel free to post, or anything else as well. We have Fallout, we have companions, we have food. I've just seen what somebody's doing, that looks really cool. Or even if you go live, I have Crazy's live, and I have a go live section as well. So if you stream, feel free. Mini painting Mondays. So also they look like they're dressed as like a Roman or a Spartan or something. Noise Marines, spicy, but oh, they are literally painting them like pinkish. They've got a lot of people. I like to sort of go in. Be right back. Snack time. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is when I find it really difficult to find someone. We are going with this. Ah, I know what they're making. So they're using the Yoo-hoo glue. So they've got this. Okay, we're gonna go in this person. They're making it. You know when you string it to look like blood. So you do that, and then it dries. So okay, we're gonna go this one. Thank you. I'll try and get a better picture in Discord. We'll see. We're going to go and raid this person because they are doing something really interesting, which is something I also want to learn how to do. So I'm going to start the raids. So I'm going to raid out onto Twitch. This person is using, so they've mixed this glue with red, so it looks like strings of paint. And this is really clever because I've never actually seen it done, as in the process of doing, because I just haven't seen it. but their model looks pretty sick. But yeah, so thank you everyone for coming in, and thank you so much for the subs and the follows. And we had a raid. We've had everything. We've had everything. So I should be back on Friday. So Sunday is questionable. But I'll be back on Friday. So let's okay join. But nice to see you all. Thank you so much everyone. I also appreciate all likes and things, and thank you. Goodbye. Bye. I should say good night for the moment. Oh, I'm loving what their model they are doing. Yeah, so hopefully speak to you all soon at some point. I'm coming back onto socials and things. Yeah, good night. I hope everyone has a good night. Craig hobby time. Craig hobby time. I'm back now. Hopefully. And doing sort of more modern. I've learned a lot from all of you. Let's go and raid Stellar Mass Jack. It looks like it's got a mix of paint as well, which is quite nice. But take care everyone.